alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
One Piece chapter 845. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things have just escalated. Things are getting so intense right now. We went from 0 to 1 billion with this chapter. So let's get right into things. So we picked up right from where we left off from last week's chapter. Luffy is in the middle of the field laying down. He says he's going to wait there for Sanji to return. And Nami's asking him, why you can't just stay here? Because why are you just staying here? Because Big Mom's entire fucking crew is gonna come looking for us right now. And Luffy says he made a promise, so he's not going to leave that spot. He's going to wait for Sanji to return. So for anyone who had any doubts that Luffy was going to stay in that spot, well, there you go. But whoo, let's get right down to the meat of the chapter. The entire sky starts to fill up with thunder clouds. It starts to get dark. It starts to rain. There's thunder, lightning, and Big Mom is infuriated. She's learned that Cracker has been defeated, supposedly though, and I'll get into that in a moment. And Prometheus and Zeus are out and about, and they look like they are transformed into some like monsters. So this confirms that the sun and the cloud we saw when Big Mom did her little song and dance routine are definitely Zeus and Prometheus. There's some theories about it, but this confirms without a doubt that they are in fact Zeus and Prometheus, which I figured that they were. I mean, you saw that sun, you saw the thundercloud, I'm thinking, okay, that must be Zeus and Prometheus, because we know that Zeus is the thundercloud and Prometheus is the sun, so that's been confirmed. And her enraged army is going out to kill Luffy, and you see them pass by the Vince Smoke's carriage. You got Bobbins, you got Mont Dior, you got Demon Lady Amant with that white ass brim of a hat. I have no idea what's up with that. I don't see any sweet commanders though, so I don't know if a sweet commander is like still at the chateau. You're like, if you heard that Cracker's been defeated, you think the other sweet commanders would be like, hey, let's go out there, but I don't know if they're in the bunch. Who knows? And we cut to Big Mom, who we see her, she doesn't seem very infuriated. She seems mostly just giddy and happy about the wedding tomorrow. And she talks to one of her daughters, says, oh, I want a knife so I can mutilate my bear, which is completely and utterly fucked up. Like, we've known for a while that Big Mom's family is really mentally twisted, but holy crap, this takes it to a completely different level right here, where even a little girl saying she wants to mutilate a bear. And Big Mom mentions, oh, everyone has like 100 or 200 people they want to kill. It's only natural. I'm like, okay, that's some great parenting right there, yeah. And she meets up with the Vince Smokes, and they have the little pre-wedding ceremony dinner. You know, you got Judge there, you know, sucking up, grinning, skinning, being all two-faced. You know, he's saying, you know, it's funny too, because he's saying, oh yeah, we definitely need your assistance, Big Mom. We definitely are looking forward to the ceremony. And it's funny because the other day he was saying, oh, I don't trust that crazy woman. I don't trust Big Mom. But I'm gonna give her the runt of the litter, you know, so my precious sons don't have to marry into that disgusting, disturbing family. So Judge being completely two-faced, and that's not even the weirdest part about this, like this little dinner. You have all the food on the table is alive and talking, and it really sets up that really sinister underlying tone that's been going on since this arc has started, where everything is alive, even the food, and they are perfectly fine with being eaten. Like they asking people like, oh, eat me, and you have this jar of honey putting honey on some food. I'm like, oh, whoa, this is disturbing. This is Disney taking it to a really dark and twisted route. And then you have Yanji eating like I don't know what kind of food it is. It looks like steak or beef or something. He's eating it and he's saying, oh, ouch. am I delicious? Am I pleasing to your palate? I'm like, you're being eaten. This is really freaky. So Puddin wants to have a conversation alone with Sanji, and this is where we move into one of the crucial parts of the chapter, where she's, saying that, oh, I'm sorry I wasn't able to meet up with Luffy and his friends at the coast. And Sanji mentions how he wouldn't have gone to the coast anyway, because given the circumstances he's been in right now with his family, how his family is completely run to the court and never viewed him as anything more than trash, how he never has found happiness as a royal, how he's only been happy with the Straw Hat crew. And then he takes off his mask, which reveals his bruised and swollen face to Puddin so she can see the extent of the damage he's been through. And this allows Sanji to really hit home the point that he is in hell with his family. But at this moment now, his hands are in jeopardy. The person he considers his father, which I'm glad he said in here, he finally said he considers Zeph his father, which is something we already knew about, but I'm glad to hear those words spoken by Sanji. Zeph is at risk, and his crew is also at risk. So he has no choice but to go with the flow for now. And this part of here I was kind of a little disappointed with, because it's not that Sanji is giving up. He seems to be willfully saying, oh, my adventure has to come to an end. I need to disappear from the lives of the Straw Hat crew. I'm thinking, wait, Sanji, you know the type of crew you're with. You know the Straw Hat crew would never abandon you like that. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this is a ploy by Sanji to say in front of Puddin, because she is Big Mom's daughter. He probably wants to put up a little bit of a front in front of her. I'm not too sure if he really is genuine about it, but that's kind of disappointing, because I think Sanji would have been a little bit more, resistant. He would have still want to try to find a way out of this mess. And then Puddin has her speech about how, she doesn't want their marriage to be that kind of hell for Sanji. And I think, I'm not too sure what to think about Puddin in this part of the chapter. I'm not too sure if she's still genuinely good, if she has an ulterior motive, because we still haven't seen her third eye. I know she has that third eye. We don't know for sure if she has some sort of motive going on, if there's something that's keeping her forced to play this role. Maybe she's learning Sanji. And she said before to the Straw Hats that she already met Sanji. He said that he really wants to marry her, but he wants to go back to his crew. And in a little speech bubble, she mentions that we haven't mentioned anything about the marriage yet. So Puddin is lying, or she's deceiving somebody here. So I'm not too sure whether or not I'm quick to trust her right now. And we also have some neat panels of Luffy fighting against the enraged army. He's out there in the rain on the field as they're coming towards him. He's not moving an inch, and Luffy's going to need help right now. I'm thinking the Sun Pirates or Jinbei's going to come in and help him out, because he can't take on this entire army by himself when he's been through 11 hours of fighting with Sweet Commander. He's used Gear 4 twice. He took hits from Sanji. He hasn't eaten anything except for those crackers from, those biscuits from Cracker. And so he's completely not at his full potential right now to even fight these guys, but here he is standing his ground. And then we get to the final panel where Sanji says that Puddin is his only savior right now. And if she really feels that way about it, then let's go through with it. Let's get married tomorrow. So Sanji's going through with this wedding, but does he have a plan? Is it just, oh, I want to marry you now, but is there something else to it? I'm curious, and I'm interested to see where this goes, because I really don't think Sanji's going to get married, and if he does get married to Puddin, it's definitely not going to be at the expense of his crew or his freedom. So, overall, this entire chapter was fucking great. It was, I think, after coming off of last week's chapter, which was great as well, this chapter as well was also great, and it really carried through the moment here. We didn't cut away from what was happening with Sanji and Luffy to go focus on Brook and Pedro or Chopper and Carrot. We know we we stuck to this part of the story, which I think is really neat here. Oh, speaking of which, Carrot and Chopper, yeah, I definitely think they're going to play a role in Sanji's coming out of this situation, as well as the Vivi card Nami has as well. That's going to play a definite role. So overall, this was a really awesome chapter, guys. Now, tell me what you think down below. If you read the chapter, what do you think about it, and how do you think Sanji's gonna get out of this situation? And will Luffy get backup? Because he can't take on like hundreds of enemies with high-ass bounties by himself, so he needs backup. Jinbei, where are you? Come on. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to comment down below your thoughts on the chapter, and I'll catch you guys again next time. Keep on keeping on.